Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous, my adventures. Well, we're going to run, we're going to collect until things are starting to show full, and that's it. We're going to stop right there. We're going to let things fill up. And when about half of the stuff shows full, then we're going off to Jameson. And we're going to do the same thing we did at Dab's Hope at Jameson crash site. So we're going to let them top off here, and probably at Sothis and Cios we'll stop off at the material trader and just check stuff. And maybe move a few things around. The problem is when you move stuff, you get kind of ripped off. The costs are pretty high to trade stuff. So the best thing to do is to come here and let it top stuff off. So that's what we're doing right now. We're going to let Dab's Hope top it off to the best it can, and then we'll call that full. This is definitely by far way beyond the most full I have ever had manufactured materials. So, especially after we let things fill up, it will definitely be the fullest. We'll have plenty of materials to do whatever we're going to do, pretty much. So we're just going to watch for stuff to get close to filling up, because things will start getting close to filling up. And we didn't drag stuff back as far as we've drug it back before to help other things. And if we move some stuff around, it would just be for items that do not get help from Dab's Hope, move into, and then come to Dab's Hope at some point and top it off again. That's what we would do. But after roughly half of the items show full, we're off to Jameson. We'll play Galnet after this just to kind of catch up on it after we relog. Is this right?
Revelation Hall Starship 1 trial. The Federal High Court trial over the destruction of Starship 1 has been temporarily halted following a proffered confession from the defendant. Chief Technician Rory Webster is charged with mass murder and treason, with testimonials claiming that he ordered his engineering team to sabotage Starship 1's hyperdrive system. Crime correspondent Ethan Takahashi reported for the Federal Times. Despite a spirited performance from the defense, highlighting the absence of a sufficient motive, Mr. Webster visibly struggled in the dock last week as the technical evidence mounted. Several jury members nodded when the prosecutor called for the death sentence, should the accused be found guilty of slaughtering hundreds. The judge was about to begin her summation when Mr. Webster's defense counsel announced that the defendant now wished to change his plea to guilty and make a full confession in return for clemency, claiming that he had acted on orders from the top.
But it's very nice. If we can do this for Jameson, I'll feel really good. I pretty well will say it's full after it fills up here. So we might even let it even more items fill up to full. Oh, we missed it. I think we're on top of it. Or dragging it around. Okay. So we'll just kind of glance at it over there and see how things are doing, how close they're getting. And they're all pretty close to full. So we'll just keep collecting and let Dab's Hope fill them up. I think it's as close as we've had the Python to our starting point. We're almost on top of it. That high density composite will probably fill first, which it always does. But mainly those grade 4s we want to start topping on. But we've spread stuff around pretty good, so we won't have holes, or very much of one. Yeah, but we'll call it full, and if we use up any materials for any reason and come up here to top off, then we'll start working on it. A small grind again, just to get everything topped off. But I don't see that even a material trader is a positive thing when you're this close, because it'll cost us more for trading than really what it's worth. Just let things fill up here and call it good. Grade 4s are around a little over 100. So they have about 45 to add before they're full, so we'll just let a lot of those fill up. That's the main thing, is those grade 4s. The grades 3, 2, 1s don't matter as much, but they're pretty full. We kind of balanced everything out to make sure they all had about the same amount of material, except for grade 4, and then we tried the ones that don't get help from Dab's Hope, we tried to help them out, which we'll always do in the future. But coming here and letting Dab's Hope top them off is really nice. To do. watch the clock. I have a meeting coming up. I don't know if we'll complete by that meeting, but we will today at some point. Keep coming back and topping off until we've said enough. So it's time to go to Jameson. And then we're going to camp at Jameson. Until we do the same thing where about everything is full, and there we go one last time. Yep, high density's just filled, so we won't. Those will become jellyfish. They'll sting you or try to throw you into orbit, so it's like, we won't touch those. I thought they would fill pretty quickly, and they have. Did try to use some of them till we got to the point where we really didn't need to transfer much anymore. That failed. Sensor storage is full. We're going to start seeing a lot of that. We're at that stage where a lot of stuff's going to fill up. And that one's 118, that grade 4. 105 is a grade 4, and 108 is a grade 4. So we still have a little work to do, which we expect. But it's nice seeing things at almost full level. About everything is getting closer to full level. So it's pretty sweet. Can't touch the long ones because they're already full. Like I said, everything doesn't have to be maxed. Our grade 5s are maxed. Our grade 4s will be very close to max. Most of them will be maxed. And all the others will be close or have already maxed by the time we stop here. Please look to the bottom right hand corner of the video. Press that subscribe button. That's really what we need more than anything. YouTube requires 1,000 subscribers, and after 9 months and over 1,000 videos, we're less than 200. So we need your help. After all this grinding, this is what we were looking for, is where we're at right now. So, yep. And letting Dad's hope do the topping off. And our next stop is Jameson crash site from here. because we can fuel scoop, and we're not going to even use, I don't think, all of this one SRV's fuel. If we have to, we can refuel through synthesis at Jameson. So, or the first time we go to a material trader, which we will pretty quickly at Jameson, within 20 minutes roughly, around 20 minutes, it takes to fill the capturers. And yeah, we're still not collecting any. I don't know why I tried that, this habit, but it's just to confirm we don't need to be scanning that. But we have to keep going back to the material trader for encrypting when we go to Jameson every 25 minutes. About every video almost. Like I said, I don't know if we'll be complete by the time we stop this video. You might have to come back out because I have a meeting in about 35 minutes that I have to stop for. I'm not saying we'll be finished by then, but there's a chance we'll be finished by then. But I think before, early afternoon we'll be complete. And there's really no reason to come back to Dab's Hope anytime soon, unless we go topping off our engineered modules. And that's not an extreme necessity. Ships are pretty good the way they are right now. So that'll probably be a low priority also. Everything after materials and credits will be a low priority. So I'll have to research on what I might want to do besides credits and materials. Be sure to look to the lower part of the video or underneath it and in the description and choose to donate and join our Patreon and find the fleet carrier. And I might produce more videos or edit more videos after we complete. Keep forgetting I don't need to stop there because our encrypted for those are about full. We'll take care of that at the first, after the first fill of encrypted, and we go to the material trader. And underneath the video, to the far left, you'll see our YouTube channel where there's over 1,000 more videos to watch. But I want to make sure the materials have a good chance to fill. Even if we have several that show full, we won't quit early. We'll let a minimum of half of them be full, and that one's full already. Like about every stop, they'll be showing full, and then we'll say, okay, that's enough. Unlike how the tower, the encrypted show full, like 5 out of 6 times. That's when you say, yeah, that's enough. Where we're going to be here at Dab's Hope very shortly. Because most of the materials are starting to be right at full. Real close to full. happy to finally get to this stage out of all the grinding. I think I have a better plan now. It's the trading that eats you up because the cost for trading is so high. But especially for encoded, that's the only way you can really get encoded material is trade for it. Besides the Jameson crash site, you only get mainly captures and archives. Just two materials. But we're getting closer to 80-90% full on everything. And we'll be 95 to 100% by the time we complete our gathering today. We can watch those numbers, but when most of the places we go to start saying full, that'll tell us. See those long ones? That one is already full right there. So we know that one's full. About 30 minutes before my meeting, so we'll run it pretty close to the meeting, because I would really like to be completed before this video ends, but I just don't know if that's possible because of those grade 4s. I think it is going to take another video. That one's full. We want to see more of those full messages. Where almost all of them show full. Ones that are really close together, it's kind of hard without just stopping. We got a few grade 4s that are, I got one for sure that's like on the next time we hit it, it's going to go be full. I think. Like this one. That one's already full. So we have at least 3 materials that are full right now. I don't think there's any that are far behind. I think we've already taken care of that. We set them up to about 80% from the material trader. And then we're letting Bab's hook top off, possibly or close to the rest. That one's full. That'll be our gauge when over half of them are full. Then we're running, well, Like I said, we'll probably go longer than we normally do after we start seeing fulls, just to give some others a chance. We've already had 2 that are showing full. Let many more of them start showing full. Well, I do appreciate you coming along and watching our video. Finally hit our goal here at Dab's Hope. And that's what it took, is just grinding it. Just say, that's enough, we're going to grind it. So that's what we're going to start doing. We're going to Jameson next, and we're going to do that there too. We're just going to stay until, keep going back and forth to the material trader and the Jameson crash site until we get the situation we have here. It's a little easier at James because you have to trade really for what you want, and then the last is the captures in the archives. So you use them down to nothing, and then you go back to Jameson. See, that one was full. And you do it again. And on the last time, hopefully, the archives and captures is all you have left. Everything else will be 100%. That's kind of the goal. And then when you fill up at Jameson for the last time, you are full. There's no way to take any more. We still don't have half of them full yet, but we're going to get that way very shortly. Because we collect so many here at Dabs, it's hard to do what we can do at Jameson. We're going to get very close to that right now. See, that one's full, that one's full. So we've had like 3 of them full on this round. And we're going to see more and more of that. Now, if every material showed up at Dab's Hope, then that would be different. But they don't. We don't get every one of them. Some are skipped. Even grade 1, 2, 3, and 4 are skipped. See, there's 2 already. Another full. So that's about what we have right now, is about 2 or 3 almost rounds that are full. We need a higher number than that before we quit. Especially those grade 4s. I would continue even after everything was full if I could tell that grade 4s were not full. Maybe even some grade 3s. Yep, all the grinding was for this moment. This time where we're starting to, we're on the last stretch. We can see it on the numbers where they're filling up. Some of them are already full, like that one and that one. More of them to stay full. Next one, galvanizing alloys, will be full on its next time, so there's another full. Oh, it's the material does not show up at the same location. Both of those are full. So that was quite a few of them were full this time. But not all of the grade 4s and grade 3s are full. 1s and 2s I'm not as worried about, but they're going to be pretty full. Most of them are going to be full. Those two are, had 2 of them full already, and all of them are close. Even the grade 1s and 2s are pretty close. About 20 minutes before my meeting. We might come back after the meeting and just run some rounds just to make sure. But we might not be even half of them full on each round by the time I have to go. That one filled. That one filled. And more and more of them are filling. That was the idea. Let Dab's Hope do it. Get down to where we're almost full on all of them. And then bring it back to Dab's Hope and let it fill them up. So that's kind of where we've gotten. That one's within 7 of speed fill. That one was within 24 from being filled. That one's within 8 of being filled. We're kind of looking at all of the grades right now, the numbers, not just grade 4s. Within 10 of being full. This one within 22 of being full. So some are not right at full, but they're still close. That one's full. That's a grade 4, and it's 15 from being full. Grade 4. And it's 21 from being full. Like 18 from being full. About all of them are within about 20 of being full. That one just went full. That one, see, it'll put you into orbit if you hit it. So that wasn't good. So that one's 28 from being full. full. Not all of them will be popped off completely, but see, this one is 20. We're 17 now. That one's 14 from being full. Those last two were grade 4s. From when we started this video, we've done about 50% of what we needed. Might take about that much more time from the time we started this video till now. That one was like 25 before we hit it, so it's like 22 now. That one's within 10, it's like 8 away. This one will take a while. That one was 35 from being full, a grade 4. Being slow. We have a few slow ones. Doesn't mean we have to fill that one to full. As long as it's close. Be nice if it was within 25. And at another time we would fill it. Within 11, that one was full. That one has like one more before it's full. This is like 17 before it's full. This one is full now. Full. That one's within 25 of being full. That one's within 11. I want to go as long as I can stand it. At 15 minutes before my meeting. That one's full. That one's full. That one's full. You see, the first 3 are full. That one's full. The first 4 are full. Less than 10 of being full. That one's full, so we had 5 of them full. See, over half of these will be full on this round. And those last 2 are within 10. That one's full. So we had 6 that were full. Now, it doesn't mean there'll always be 6. Well, we keep going a little longer until they're like that tower where it's full about every time, about every round. We might even go around where everything was full. That one's full. That one's full, so both of them are full. That one's within 4 of being full, and that's full. But as you can tell, we're halfway now full. This one's 7 from being full. other one was like 18 from being full. About 16, 17. Well, we have them from about 16, 17 to under 10. So we're going to have more and more of them go full. My guess is we're going to start another start another video before we end. See there, the first 3 are not full, and then the 4th one is full. And even that one's full. That one on that corner, usually it'll be the last to be full, but it's got one that's full. This one's about full. It's got like one more before it's full. And full. Doesn't mean the same material will be in the same location the next time that was full. This one will be full as soon as we hit it. Yep, it's full now. Yep, over half of them are full now. This one's within 5 from being full. And I have about 5 minutes before I have to get off this. 5 to 7 minutes. So my guess is we will start up another video after my meeting. That one's 5 left. I'll get a chance to see what the second one was. That one's 12. That one was about 12. This one is 1 away. That's full, that's full. That one's about 11. Because since we're not going to be back to Dav's Hope for a while now, that's why I don't mind even making a few rounds where they're awful. They're awful. See, the first 3 now are full on this one. Let's run. First 4. That one's not full yet. About 15 away. And this one's full. So far we've only had 1 that wasn't full. This one's not full yet. Got about 16 left. This has like 9 left. No, it says it's full. Oh, that we filled it. Okay. Man, that one's full. See, we're getting close to where we'll make almost make a whole round where they're full. See, that's full. So we almost made a whole round where everything was full. That was the plan, is to get to that stage where about everything's full. Now that's grade 1, 2, 3, and 4. Grade 5 is already full. It was full before we started the video. All of grade 5. Because we didn't get grade 5 materials, we knew we could do that one. So the first 2 are not full, but then had 1 full and that one's not. That one's not. See, we'll have a round where so far only 1 was full. That one is full. That one's full. That one's not full. That one's not full. we can still make another video. Or at least a partial video. Might be a partial and then going out to Jameson and doing a one round at Jameson on the next video. Definitely the fullest I have ever had. My manufactured material. If we remember, it was the weakest one, and our raw materials and our encoded were we had far more than we had in manufactured. Now manufactured is our first to be completely full. So it's way more than the other two now. That's what a little grinding will do. We're like 12 away from that grade 4. That was full. Getting close. I might have to stop this video. Maybe 1 or 2 rounds at the most. This is one of those meetings. Being late to is not a good idea. And that one's full. That one's full. That one has like 60 from being full. Just like a grade 1 though. They're easily made. About 15. That's full. That's full. That one's about 12. We can at least make one more round. Probably just one more round. I do appreciate you coming. Just topping off manufactured materials. We will make one more video. I don't publish every video now, but both of those are full. That one's about 12. Like 4 left. That one's full. Because some of them are full, we just bypass them. That's why it goes better. This one we're about to fill. Yep, it's full. That one's full. That one's full. Yep, this is what we were talking about. Where we're trying to get to. That one's still got like 38. Okay, I gotta go. So I was glad you got to come along. Make sure you come along again. Until the next video, thank you for watching. Goodbye.